Today I fucked up by accidentally getting married at the UPS store. This happened a couple hours ago. I recently proposed to my long-term girlfriend a couple weeks ago. Unfortunately, due to the nature of my work, we have to move soon, and having a real wedding before then during COVID would be impossible. I got off work early today, and after getting home my fiancé asked if we could go get some paperwork notarized for our courthouse wedding we planned to have in a month or two. We hopped in the car with a form we printed off the county website and drove to the closest UPS. The notary checked our IDs and had us sign, and then she signed, notarized the form, and said congratulations. Cool. Now all we have to do is go to the courthouse on a day of our choosing to be wed. My fiancé called the courthouse afterwards, double checking to see if we needed to bring anything else, and after calling me her boyfriend, the lady on the phone corrected her by saying husband. She then told my fiancé our state no longer requires a ceremony with the judge at the courthouse. That form is literally the marriage certificate, and she is now married. Whoops. We had a honeymoon picnic at a park near a lake. Too long didn't read. Our UPS worker officially married me and my wife without us knowing. Hi friend, congratulations on your wedding. May you have many wonderful years together. I'd like to make a suggestion. Today, while your feelings are fresh, write each other a lovely note to give to the other at some point in the future when things are hard. It'll remind you both why you love each other so much. Smile, take care, and again, congratulations. Excellent suggestion. We'll definitely do that. Thank you. UPS lady, I ship it. My wife and I actually got married during the rehearsal, though no one knew. It was just more fun that way. That's awesome. I would have died laughing during the real ceremony. As a former notary/shop store employee, this would have made my week. Assuming you guys are nice, that is. Haha. I like to think we are. We're now wondering how many other couples have been married in that store. Congrats. Ask UPS for the surveillance footage so you can share your big day with your family. The right email or social media post to ups would 100% get you some deluxe treatment, because this is the sort of in-the-moment PR shit that agencies have wet dreams about. Today I fucked up by making the doctors think I was a drug mule. This happened last night. My wife wasn't feeling well and I was tasked to make dinner. I made a nice penne pasta with sausage, to which I inhaled. It was delicious. Right after dinner I started to have horrible lower back pain, to the point of on the ground writhing and nausea, which only progressed worse and worse. At this point I had a feeling it was another kidney stone, as I've had them in the past. My wife drives me to the hospital and I limp in excruciating pain. I check in, the nurse gets my vitals, and then I waited for them to take me back to get a CT, at which point I start vomiting from the AC in the lobby, in front of everybody, and falling to the ground because it hurt so bad. Think hot serrated knife in your back combined with the feeling of having your testicle in a vice. They finally got me back to a room in the ER, and the nurse practitioner, NP, that was on came in and confirmed what I had thought. It was a stone, but it was stuck mid-left ureter. The stone was about 4.5 to 5 millimeters, and for reference, the human ureter is about 5 millimeters in diameter, so a tight fit. She left to go order my meds. The nurse and her nursing student came in and got an 4 catheter placed, anti-nausea and pain meds on board, which helped bring my pain down from a 10 to about an 8. About 20 minutes later the pain finally went away, completely away. So we speculate that the stone pushed its way though and finally dropped in my bladder. Now here is where the fuck up happened. When the NP came back in, she had a very concerned look on her face. There are some concerning things on your CT scan, and I'm just going to come right out and ask, do you do drugs? Told her no I don't, to which she asked when I ate last. I replied about an hour prior to coming to the hospital and that I made penne pasta. She stared in disbelief. Come to find out, the radiologist that read my CT was concerned that I was a drug mule. Apparently, if you don't chew your penne pasta all the way, the shapes and gas patterns they produce look very similar to a bag of drugs. I told the NP that I wasn't a drug mule, but rather a penne mule, to which she starts to crack up laughing. She left the room laughing and I could hear my nurse and a few of the other nurses start to crack up. The NP came back and said that she had to go tell the radiologist that it was in fact pastu and not drugs. The radiologist also started to crack up laughing. All in all, I was able to urinate after THR pain went away. No fever or bacteria in my urine sample, and since the stone finally left my ureter, I wasn't in pain anymore, so I got to go home. The NP was even joking about putting "make sure you chew your food thoroughly" on my discharge instructions. Too long didn't read. If you don't chew your penne pasta fully and need a CT scan, you might be accused of being a drug mule. Edit. I also have 2 snapshots of the CT which I don't mind sharing if you want to see the stone or what a true penne mule looks like. Edit 2. By popular request, here are the images I managed to get. Edit 3. Thank you for all the awards. Kidney stones are no joke. I had a 9mm stone while pregnant with my second child. It was excruciating. So glad you were able to pass your stone and give the whole ER a good laugh. 9mm? Oh my god, I couldn't imagine. Did they have to do lithotripsy? How did you get rid of it? After a few minutes of utter confusion as to how not chewing your pasta could lead to kidney stones and potentially getting a catheter placed in you, I am extra relieved now to know that they are 2 separate issues. Embarrassed smiley face. You should get a high-res copy of the penne one and get it framed. It looks like a good modern art piece. It's photos like this, and that time I baffed up 2 mostly intact halves of a hot dog that remind me how chewing and savoring food is important. We need that CT image up. Glad you're feeling better. I'll post them. Today I fucked up by using a silicone vagina. Today I fucked up. This happened yesterday, so it's still fresh. My roommate had friends over for the weekend. They're a lesbian couple and we are 2 guys. Yesterday afternoon they left to go out and I was home alone. I'm usually good for a stroke a day and hadn't had a chance for a few days since they'd been there. When everyone left, I decided it would be a good time to break out my silicone jerk sleeve and have some fun. Did the deed and decided to go take a shower and wash it out. I set it down at the back of the tub, finished my shower, dried off and went about my day. Last night about 11 o'clock my roommate's friend goes and takes a shower. She goes into my roommate's bedroom and I hear muffled commotion. It's not mine. What the fuck is it? Ew. At this moment I knew exactly what happened. I left it on the edge of the tub. There was nothing I could do and I knew I was in for it. I covered my head and waited for them to come to me. A few minutes later I hear them come in and I start getting smacked in the head with my silicone vag and my roommate yelling at me that we have company over. Once they left my room I got up and took care of putting it away. Then the girls start asking questions. What is it like? Is it like a real vagina? Why do you have it? No, it's not like the real thing, but it's cheaper than a stripper and I don't need to worry about catching anything. Around this moment her girlfriend realizes that she was touching my sex toy that I blew a load into earlier, and admits to everyone that she fingered it when she found it. Did you throw it out? Yes, I did. You didn't need to throw it out. Well, considering I just got beat with it and it's kinda old, it's time for a new one. They tend to get worn out. For the next hour or so all I could hear was them laughing at my expense in the other room. Hopefully they have gone home by the time I get out of work. Edit. After seeing this blow up I just want to add that I'm glad it wasn't my butt plug I left out. They left and we're all on good terms. One of the girls never knew pocket pussies existed and spent some time browsing the internet looking at the male sex toy section. Oh, and this is typical of my roommate, we antagonize each other to no end. We've been laughing about it and it's just a matter of time before I get him back. TLDR, left my pocket pussy in the shower and house guest found it while taking a shower. I hear Antarctica is nice this time of year. Wait, so she was like, I think I'll just finger this. She is just doing what comes naturally. At least you remembered to clean it out before leaving it there. Would have been a lot worse when she went to smack you with it and your jizz flew out. Or when she fingered it. I don't own one, but is it not the same premise as a dildo? I wouldn't ask a female friend why she owned one, it's kind of obvious. Starts smacking you with the silicone vagina, that's the closest you'd come to lesbian plus vagina. He technically had a threesome, like if you stretch a few definitions.